Africa,
So who
brother.
came into Kemet and turned into Egypt?
Give me the book of Psalms 49:11.
Let me get that. Where they come from too, and who is these people? Who is these people and where they come from?
We're gonna show you.
I'm listening for this.
We're gonna show you.
Cause I really wanted to leave, but
out of our book of a lot of people, it's hard for you to leave when you listening. The people that don't listen, they leave, but when you listen, it's hard to leave. Go ahead and read that, Art.
Book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11.
Bring it up.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Now this is the heathen nations, the ones in rulership. They think their cities, their countries is going to continue forever. Go ahead.
And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
They do what now?
They call their lands after their own name.
So when they conquer a land, they rename that land. But go ahead and read.
Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beast that perisheth.
See that? Why? Because God's words is always going to be over man's words.
Right.
Now, when they conquered America, it was conquered by a Spaniard. Leo America Vespucci. Give the water. America Vespucci. Now, Africa was named over who? A Spaniard, the same way, but his name was Leo Scipio Africanus. He made Africa when he conquered it. That's why the Lord said they named their lands after their own names. So that's why the names keep changing in these lands, and that's why the names of the people keep changing. Why do our names keep changing from Afro-American, Negro, color, black?
Right.
They keep, because they want us to know who they are.
Right.
That's why they do. It's deception. It's a whole sea of deception, and most of our people that's not in the know is in the midst of a sea of deception.
Wow, that's crazy. Because now you said that is true. Like these streets and these projects and these developments and all that, they come in here. Pittsburgh is definitely a victim of that Bible verse. Because Pittsburgh wasn't even Pittsburgh.
Right. When they conquered it, hold on, King. Leave them up. I got this. I don't need your help, King. I need brothers to stop interrupting me when I'm teaching. That throws me off. If everybody brothers want to teach, then learn how to teach and you can teach.
Right.
Now, who's we got? I lost my point. Go ahead and read that one more time, Mark.
Book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11.
Look it out.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
They call their lands after their own names. So that's how we got here today. That's why Africa, like I told you before, it was called the land of Ham. It was called the land of Canaan, Ham, and then Africa, rather. Right? Because they keep changing the names. Right? America wasn't called USA. It wasn't called America. Right? It wasn't called the United States. It was called Arsarit. So you can read about the land of Arsaris in the Bible. And the God also tells us that they changed the name to what it is today. The spiritual name of this place is Babylon. America is known as Babylon in the Holy Bible. Spiritual Babylon, because it was the original Babylon was the Babylonian Empire. But this is spiritual. Hold on, because there's always two things. It's always the physical and the spiritual. You see what I'm saying, brother? So it's always two. We got to understand how to read between the lines, because all we know is the physical. We don't dig in the spiritual. That's the difference between us. That's what we lost at, because we just walk physical. What about the spirit? We're the spiritual people. The other nations not spiritual. We are.
Right.
That's how we understand this Bible, because the Bible is spiritual, and you got to be spiritual to understand it.
Right.
Because in order to understand it, that means the Lord going to give you the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, and the Holy Ghost bring all things to your remembrance. So it's steps that we got to take to get this, and the first step is what? Keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? Give me that in the book of Psalm chapter 111, verse 10, Hebrews. Give me the book of Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10, King.
That's nice. That's nice.
But
you gotta specify that though.
Right, but that's what we doing.
No, because what I'm saying is, because I'm with you. I'm with you, but
Okay.
I'm saying though, like we having this same conversation, but it's two different things going on.
Right.
Like you said, it's two different
The
planes.
spiritual
So this is why I was speaking about Egypt, and then I'm speaking about Kemet.
Right.
That's why I said that,
Right.
because I understand that the parallels that you're talking
All
about.
praise.
But this is going on at the same time. It's confusing to the average.
You got that right.
That's why they don't think the Bible's real.
Right, because they're not walking in the spirit. Let's see what this says. So go ahead and read.
Walking in the spirit.
Book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10.
Bring it out.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of the Lord, when we fear the Lord, that means we're going to do what the scriptures say. The fear of the Lord is just the beginning of wisdom. Go ahead.
A good understanding.
A what?
A good understanding.
Have all they that do his commandments.
A good understanding. In order to get good understanding from the scriptures, you must be doing the commandments. That's why I said the law, statutes, commandments is just the first step. Read in the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. Go ahead and read.
Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom,
See that? He's saying it again. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Go ahead.
and the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
The knowledge of the holy is understanding. Holy means set apart. We are the set apart people. All 12 tribes are set apart. Hold on. Go ahead and read.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
He's saying it again, brother. And that's 3 times, King. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Go ahead and read.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Most of our people despise this Bible when it's full of knowledge, wisdom, and instruction. But when you come over here, like I said, you got to start keeping the law, that's the commandments. That's just the start. Give me in the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 2. Let's see what that says. Right? He lets us know. We just got to hearken and understand this thing. You got to be around like-minded brothers like us to be able to teach you.
That's right.
And be a part of this and help build up your nation and save your soul on top of that. But go ahead and read.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 2.
Bring it out.
Keep my commandments and live.
What did God say?
Keep my commandments and live.
What else, Doc?
And my law
And his what?
And my law.
Which is what?
as the apple of thine eye.
So God's laws is the apple of his eye. What changes us? The law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Even in the book of Psalms, I'm hitting this brother up.
Fear God though. Fear God though.
He
What
just came
do
back
that?
on
What do
Penny
that mean?
In the book of,
What do that mean?
what-
Fear
what
God.
mean?
What do that mean?
oh, okay.
Hold on, 2. I got 2. Fear God. What
Uh-huh.
does that mean? And walking in spirit. How do you do that?
All right. Give me the book
Yeah,
of,
teacher God. Talk
all
that
right,
shit
all
to
right.
me.
Give me the book of
I'm
John
listening.
chapter 4, verse 24.
Yeah, talking to me. I'm here for
Give
it.
me the book of Romans chapter 7 and
Yeah,
verse
let
1.
me fear God and walking in
Okay,
spirit.
now
How
we
you do
the fear of God, as I said before, when you fear God, you're going to do what the scriptures say. Okay. You know your father? Because the reason I'm asking this is a lot of our people don't know our father. Okay, was your father, did he play? Or he let you slide when you do a lot of bad things and get away with it?
No, my dad was a disciplinarian.
Right, most of our dads are because they're the old school.
Right.
Now, so your dad ain't played. If he tells you to do something, you don't do it, what's going to happen?
We're punished.
All right. The fear of the Lord is his instructions. When he tells us to do something, if we fear the Lord, we're going to do it. Because we know we're going to get punished if we don't. So that's the fear of the Lord. You understand that? If your father tells you to do something, you don't do it, you get punished. Our father tells us to do something, we don't do it, we get punished. Same thing. Now, we're going to get on the spiritual. Go ahead and read.
Book of John, chapter 4, verse 24.
Bring it out.
God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
7:14, Romans 7:14. Read that one more time. He can get some understanding.
Book of John, chapter 4, verse 24.
Bring it out.
God is a spirit,
God is a spirit. We all know that.
and they that worship him
They that worship God,
must worship him in spirit and in truth.
no, in the physical,
In spirit and in truth.
no, in the carnal.
In spirit and in truth.
So, if we serve God is a spirit, so we got to worship him in spirit. Let's find out what spirit is. So go ahead and read.
Romans chapter 7 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
For we know that the law is spiritual.
What did God say?
For we know that the law is spiritual.
So the law is spiritual. Give me the book of Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 7, Hebrew.
So the law
Psalms
being,
19:7.
the law being spiritual,
Uh-huh.
the law being spiritual,
Uh-huh.
right? So what is that dealing with the laws of nature?
God is dealing with God laws. He got laws up in his Bible.
That's right.
We're going to bring a couple out for you. In the book of Numbers chapter 15, verse 37. Go ahead and read what you got.
Book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7.
Bring
The
it out.
law of the Lord is perfect.
Now, wait. We just read that the law is spiritual, right?
Right.
Now he's saying the law of the Lord is perfect. Doing what?
Converting the soul.
Changing the soul. Now hold up. Let's take a step back.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
hold up.
yeah,
Hold up.
yeah. Yeah, you see it. You
Yeah,
see
we
it.
gotta
You
catch up.
almost- You was losing me.
All right,
You was
now.
losing me.
The law, God is a spirit. They
Right.
that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth.
Right.
His laws is spiritual, right? God laws are spiritual.
Okay, so what laws is those?
Okay, we're going to get them. We're going to get some. But before we get some, we're going to read this again, so go ahead and do so.
Book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
Now, the law of the Lord is perfect, changing our soul. Meaning, if we keep the law, it changes us. It makes us spiritual. Right? Yes.
Oh, so the law makes you spiritual.
That's why we read the law of the Lord is spiritual.
Right.
We read that. Let's get that again in the book of Romans 7:14 to remind the brother. Right?
That's right.
Romans 7:14. Check it out. Check it out.
Book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 14. We know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
We all come into this world under sin. But when we find the truth, when he said the truth shall make you free, we realize what? His laws is spiritual.
See, that's where it get a little silly at though.
Okay, how?
Because
how can we be spiritual?
Before we become physical beings, right? We are fractions of the whole, spiritually, right? Or no?
We're spiritual to a degree, but it's not awakening in us until we come to the light.
Right, right.
So when do we
become spiritual when we start keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right. So this is something that we gotta learn. We're not born with the spirit.
Right. We're born with the spirit, but we tune the spirit up when we read this book.
That's right.
I'm with you. We're spiritual people when we come out the womb.
Because only reason, not to interrupt, pardon me, but my thing is this, because you were saying that we was born into sin. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like if we coming from God and God is sending us down, you understand? Like, how is we coming from him and we come out the womb and it's just negative from birth? Because
we are in our captivity. We're in a punishment for disobeying the Most High God. So he stripped us from our state. That's why you got King David, our forefather. King Saul is our forefather. You got Peter, John. All the prophets of the Bible are our forefathers.
So it's more so the society that we birthed into, that stuff. Is it that aspect of it, or is it the actual being, the actual human, like an actual baby? No. Is the actual baby born into sin, or is this sin being described as the civilization or the time that we're being born into?
Yeah, that part. We're being born into sin.
Okay.
You see that? Because we're the righteous. The reason why you say we're born into sin, because when we come into this world, we learn nothing but the things of
That's
the world.
right.
We don't learn about the things of our God from birth.
I get it now.
You see what I'm saying? Even in the schools.
Makes sense now.
Even in the schools, they teach us all this nonsense.
I see it now.
All right?
Exactly. I just wanted you to say it.
Okay. Now go ahead and read that. We're going to give you a law. We'll show you what law is spiritual.
Book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 37.
Bring it out.
The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
Now, the Lord said unto Moses, Speak unto the children of Israel, and tell them what?
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
And command them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garment.
Right.
You know what fringes are, King? Okay. When you look around, you see them tassels right there? Same tassels that Christ wore, by the way. We all got on fringes. You see that they different colors. You see how they different colors? Right? He got on white, but he also got that blue on it. See that blue? He got on gold, but he got blue on it. If you lift it up, there you go. He got on black, but he got blue. I got a mixture, but I got that blue ribbon there. We're going to read about that ribbon of blue and see what it means, so go ahead and read.
Verse 38, Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments and throughout their generations, and that they put up on a fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A what?
A ribbon of blue.
That blue?
A ribbon of blue.
Now for what? Why we got to wear that ribbon of blue, Hebrew?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look up on it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
That's why we got to wear these fringes. Because these fringes is not only spiritual, but it gives us a reminder to remember all the commandments of the Lord.
That's right.
Why? Because so it ain't going to be no excuse when we in that judgment seat.
Alright, so these commandments that we talking about, the commandments that Moses came down on the mountain with. So outside, well, not outside, but that come from what? Alright, so you know I gotta bring myself into this, because where I'm at.
Let's get it.
Clarify for me. So the 10 Commandments, from what I understand, comes from the 42 precepts of Maya.
Oh, that's where they come from?
Maya.
Okay, I never heard of Maya, but it sounds like another guy.
M-A-A-T. It is.
Okay, that's what. Okay, I'm with you.
A female spiritual deity. She had 42 precepts that they were saying that 10 came from.
Okay.
So that 10 was stolen.
Well, Moses didn't
From
come
the
down.
42.
First off, Moses didn't give the children of Israel just 10 commandments.
613.
There you go. That's what king right there. You hear what brother said? You hear what that king said?
That's right.
Whoa, he know. But let's get you to know.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure I know.
That's what we doing. So listen to this. Let's see. Go ahead.
Hold on,
And read.
600. So what?
Listen. Hold on. Listen.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 9, verse 14.
Bring it out.
And made it known unto them
Moses made known unto who? The children of Israel. Go ahead and read.
thy holy Sabbath,
Thy holy Sabbath.
and commandest them precepts,
He told us precepts, how to read the Bible. Go ahead. Statutes. Go ahead.
and laws,
And what?
and laws,
And what?
and laws, by the hand of Moses thy servant.
So that's when Moses came down from Mount Sinai to give the children
So
of
that's the
Israel.
613. He talking
That's the
about all of that.
613. That's right.
But you know in that Bible, that's only highlighted is the 10. The famous 10.
Well, that's-
I'm just going off of what I see.
Right, I'm with you
Not
on
my
that.
understanding, but what I read and what I seen.
And I'm with you
Moses
on that.
only talk about the 10.
Moses wasn't only talking. You can't say Moses was
Well,
only
not
talking
Moses
about
only, but the Bible only speaks on the 10.
No, we just read one. The Fringes. That's one. That's a commandment.
That's a commandment.
That's a commandment.
So what's that's not a part of the 10 Commandments.
The law, statutes, and commandments. Check it out.
The 60. Okay, so the
Because-
613, right?
Hold on, because
That's a part of that.
this is what our people get confused because a lot of pastors will take certain scriptures out of context and try to say that the laws are done away with, we ain't got to do them no more. So you got some people will come up and say, well, God summed it up in just 2 commandments. Yes, one point that God made said 2 commandments, but if we keep all the commandments, it sums it up in 2. The same way you go to the so-called 10, right? But overall, it's 613.
But it can't be the so-called because that's in the book.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Good
Yeah,
correction.
so that can't-
It ain't
that can't be the
so-called.
so-called.
That's what it is.
Right. But your understanding is the 600. So that's the whole.
It's all
So the 613, that's more so that's down there like a culture.
it is. That's what we tell you. It's our heritage. We are a royal people.
That's
God
right.
gave his royal things to his royal children. It's our heritage. We were taken away from our heritage. That's why we read that in the book of Psalms 83 when you first came up. Right? They took us away from our heritage. They took our customs from us. They took our name, our language from us. They took everything from us and then gave us, this Caucasian man. They said that they were the people of God. Why? Because we couldn't read and write. So if we couldn't read and write, we can't get the knowledge from our book of records.
That's right.
We can't follow our customs, our heritage. And this has been going on for a long time. Even in the book of, Second Maccabees 6 and 6.
Question, so was our history documented or was it translated like this?
Our history is documented. I mean, if we live in, when we was royalty, okay, King David, you don't think they documented a lot of that stuff? How the children of Israel was living, the kingdoms, and everything that he's
The
living?
only reason why I say that is because, you see the cycle. Our cycles is out of whack. Like the young don't mess with the middle and the middle don't mess with the old. So I'm figuring, just me educatedly guessing,
Okay.
that maybe this was a way that our customs was passed down, and when they took y'all from us, it was just easy for us to just be where we at.
Well, I see what you're saying. Give me the book of Lamentations, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Because some of us
Lamentations
still
1
think we Indians. Like, we believe we Indians.
Well,
Aboriginals,
yeah, I'm with you. Aboriginals, and
Native
they're
Americans.
not our people, but you know what I'm saying? Aborigines from Australia is not our people, but let's get some understanding.
The
of
Aborigines, them is the black people with the blue eyes, right?
Like I said,
And the blonde hair.
that don't mean they are people. I don't mean they come from the 12 tribes.
So everybody black ain't from the 12
No,
tribes.
we just told you that the Hamites, the Africans, had us in slavery.
Nah, facts, I understand what you're saying.
See that? So just
Because I see Indians that work in the stores, they be as dark as us, but they not us.
right.
Nah, I'm understanding what you're saying. I'm just saying in the physical, because I be trying to picture what you're saying.
Yeah, but this the thing. That's why it's so hard to do that, because we don't go off of color or skin tone. We go off of nationality, which goes to the blood. Right? This brother just said,
So if they scatter us, y'all Israelites, right?
Yes.
Y'all the
You
Israel-
are too.
Y'all Israel. Y'all Israel. And Muslims.
Just say we are
and
Israelites.
Muslims say I'm Muslim too.
But Muslim is not Israelites. That's a religion.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm with you.
Because they say I'm a born Muslim. Everybody, every righteous man is a born Muslim.
Yeah,
they say that. Y'all say we born.
Right, the same way Christianity say
Israelites.
we're Christians. It's still folly. Listen to this. Let's get you some understanding.
So I'm saying, so how did that take place?
I'm teaching you some understanding. We're going to show you how it took place. Go ahead and read.
Lamentations chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
Judah is going into captivity.
What the guy say?
Judah is going into captivity.
Wait, Judah is what? The so-called African Americans. But they're not the African Americans. We're not named after two countries. They named us after two continents, two countries, but we're really the Judites. Judah is in captivity. Now when you go back to these boys right here, is they in captivity?
Not at all.
Well, God said the Judites is in captivity.
That's right.
Go ahead and read that one more time for me, y'all.
Lamentations chapter 1 and verse 3.
Yep.
Judah is going into captivity because of affliction
Because of affliction. That's what we serve in affliction. We're going through affliction. We suffering. Go ahead and read.
and because of great servitude.
Great servitude. We're slaves still today. Go ahead and read.
She dwelleth among the heathen.
We do what?
She dwelleth among the heathen.
Meaning the heathen is the wicked people. Remember, we're the righteous and the heathen is the wicked. We dwell amongst the wicked people. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 6, verse 35. Go ahead and read.
She findeth no rest.
What the guy say?
She findeth no rest.
We found no rest in here. They just killed one of our people yesterday, 2 days ago, that you picked through the group chat. Right? Edomite punched the sister in the face to arresting her. Right? They still beating us down. We still getting gunned down, brother.
Right.
She wasn't the truth.
Right.
But go ahead and read. What I call Psalm 6. Go ahead.
Rest. All her persecutors overtook her between the straits.
Our persecutors, meaning the people that's over us. What did it say?
All her persecutors overtook her,
Overtook us.
her between the straits.
Now that's a metaphor and it's physical at the same time because that her refers to Israel. Israel is known as that her, right? The Lord is coming back for us. He's the bridegroom. You see what I'm saying? So we're labeled as the female. We cheated on the Lord because we got into idolatry.
Right.
Islam, Christianity, and all these different religions. That's how we cheat on the Lord because we wasn't going to him, but we was going into all these different religions and not serving him. That's why another reason we got punished. Now, go ahead and read that.
Book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 35. But were mingled among the heathen
It's like that just said. We mingle amongst the heathen. Go ahead.
and learned their works.
And what?
And learned their works.
What's religion?
And learned their
What
works.
is Islam?
And learned their works.
We learned their works. Go ahead and read.
And they served their idols.
And we did what now?
And they served their idols.
We serve their idols and not the Most High God, which is the one only true God who created everything. We serving statues and rocks.
That's right.
Which is crosses. Go ahead and read.
Which were a snare unto them.
And it's a snare in the trap. Why? Because we're going to get bit to death for not serving our God and want to serve these nations' God when they're the wicked. So when you serve a wicked God, that makes you wicked and you're not dealing with the Most High God of righteousness. So you're not playing on the side of righteousness. You're actually playing on the side of wicked. It's going to get you pit to death.
Right up.
Come on, open. You want the floor open to you now. It's open to you, King. Because you got something to say. Let's hear it.
No, I'm striving to connect it. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Because it's like when you say the rocks and the stones and the wood, right? And that's why I really don't like when certain type of people speak on these kind of matters. Because they said in ways where we don't understand. Now, when you said, and then you said it's crosses, this, that, and the third, I felt that. I can see it now. But when you said just like that, like that's not my time. So when you speak so biblically and keep it there and don't break it down a little bit further where I can see it, like kind of like when John the Baptist was trying to speak about the future in Revelation.
Right.
See how he made these planes and bombs look like grasshoppers and things of that nature. So what I'm saying is like that got to be done because there's a lot of powerful things that you say that just go past because it just be like.
Let us do that.
But the rock, okay, so the rock, what you say the three was? The rock, the stone, and what else?
Let's read it.
Yeah, because I need to know what them is.
Oh, before we read it though, what is the two biggest religions in the world today?
Muslim and Christianity.
Okay, let's see what God says. Go ahead and read it.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And there. Read that one more time real quick for me, y'all.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64.
Oh, this is for our punishment.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
The Lord shall scatter us among all people, meaning on slave ships to Spain, here, England, Europe, and so on. Right? Jamaican and so on. So the Lord shall scatter us among all people. Go ahead.
From the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And there, when we got off them slave ships, we shall serve other gods. Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Which our forefathers or the Most High God don't know. Go ahead.
Even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
The two biggest religions today?
Even wood and stone.
This Bible was written before. Hold on, this Bible was. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. This Bible was written before Christianity came into existence and before Islam came into existence.
Right.
That, you know, it's a prophecy. A prophecy is something that's going to happen before it even happens. This Bible was written way back then, but it tells us that at the end times we're going to be serving wood and stone. Wood represents Christianity. Why? Because the church has got that cross on it, right? That's the wood. Islam is the rock of Mecca, right?
The pilgrim.
He said we want, but the key. This is the key. This is the key. He said we shall serve other
That
gods.
was fly. That was fly.
He said we shall serve other gods.
Yeah, that was fly.
You see that?
That was fly. No, that makes sense too. And yeah, you can't even. There's no misunderstanding that. If you don't get that, you don't want to get it.
Oh, praise.
So I'm still trying to figure out. You didn't define who the Arab was. You ain't put a race or a nationality on it. You just keep saying that this is the adjective. Like who is that? Who is that?
It's Ishmael.
I understand that Ishmael looks like a European though.
But he's an Arab.
And
He's
this
an
is
Arab,
what,
brother. This is the Caucasian. This is European right here. You mean to tell me he's red? He's not that red, brother. I'm just saying.
we gonna do potatoes and tomatoes.
I'm saying though, brother.
Tomatoes.
I'm saying.
Cause they look, and even when you're dealing with the Indians, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we finding out that the so-called Indians that they showing in pictures is really like people from Siberia. Russians for real.
Okay, you got two types of Indians. They labeled us Indians. Okay, we was never Indians. They put that term on our people the same way they put Negro and African American on us.
Right.
So, India is Elam in the Bible. Elam. You know in the book of Psalms, chapter 30, Psalms 49, verse 37. Psalms 49, verse 37. All right?
Still want to know what race is.
Oh, now we gotta go back to Ishmael. See, all right, now.
Nah, cause you just saying names like you're not saying who these people is. You're just saying
Yeah,
names.
Jeremiah, water, can you? Hold on, we're gonna read this, then we're gonna go to the Arabs, and we're gonna stay on that topic. We're trying to go a couple places. Go ahead and read that.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 37.
Now, the East Indians, the ones that got that dot in their head, these are them people. Those are the Indians. But go ahead and read.
For I will cause Elam,
That's their biblical nationality. Elam, the so-called Indians with that red dot, they're Elam. Go ahead.
for I will cause Elam to be dismayed before their enemies.
He's going to be dismayed before their enemies. Who is Elam enemies? Us. They are enemies and we are their enemies. Go ahead and read.
And before them that seek after their life.
See that? Because they seek after our life. Our people is going through hell over in India, brothers. Go ahead and read.
And I will bring evil upon them.
Our God said He's going to bring evil upon them. Why? Because our people is in hell. The same way God is going to bring hell on the Caucasians here in America and all around the world.
That's right.
God is going to put hell on all these nations that went against us, brother. Go ahead and read.
Even my fierce anger.
Even this what?
Even my fierce anger.
I don't know who want to make God angry, right? But that's up to them. We did it, and look what happened to us as a nation. You don't even know that we Israelites. Go ahead and read.
And, Salakia, even my fierce anger, saith the Lord, and I will send the sword after them.
God said he's going to send his sword, which is the weapon. They're going to die. Go ahead.
Till I have consumed them.
Till he what?
Till I have consumed them.
No, till we consume them.
Till I have consumed
The
them.
Lord said he's going to consume them. That's why he said when he come back, when the Lord come back, he said my garment shall be as it been dripped in blood. Right? Because he's coming for war. Our God is a man of war. But when I want to jump off topic, let's get back to, give me the book of Galatians 4:22. Let's talk about this Ishmael brother, because it's going to keep going back to Abraham, because Abraham had 2 sons, King.
Nah, but that's still like you're telling me people. You're telling me people. I understand.
But that's who they are. This ain't like these are people, brother. These are people. It's just the only difference is our name changed. Like we from the tribe of Judah. African Americans is the real Judites according to the Bible.
All right, so where the Arabians at?
They're not on here because they're not part of the 12 tribes.
So who are they?
We tell them they're heathen.
So who's the heathens? Because you're describing a behavior. We could be the heathens.
Give me the book of.
Who is the people that's the heathens?
Give me the book
What
of.
do they look like?
I'm not getting it up.
Because that book say what
First
God
Ezra
look
9
like.
and 8.
That book say what God look like. And
Yeah,
it say
because
what Jesus
it's
look
giving
like.
us the picture of the royal people, right? It gives us the picture of the main corporates. You know what I'm
We
saying?
still want to know who the devil is so we know what he look like.
We know who the devil is.
No. And you know that. That's why y'all out here. Because a lot of people don't know who the devil is. And some of these people are practicing devils. Our people never said we was dealing with demons and
Devil,
fighting demons.
that
This
first
is
off,
new
devil,
language.
devil just means deceiver. The wicked people are the devils. Taking me off topic again.
No, I'm not taking you off topic.
All right.
Right here. I want to know what that race is.
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm
read what you
asking.
got.
Book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 22. For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons.
We all know that Abraham had 2 sons. Go ahead.
The one by a bondmaid, and the other by a free woman.
The free woman is the children of Israel because we was free at that time. We was ruling at that time. What did it say? Read it again for me, y'all.
For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, the one by a bondmaid.
The bondmaid was an African. Africans had us in slavery. By an African, and the other by what?
The other by a free woman.
A free woman, an Israelite woman. Right? Go ahead.
But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh.
The people that was born, the slaves, the Africans, is the bondwoman. They're the people of the flesh. Go ahead.
But he of the free woman was by promise.
By promise means spiritual, means righteous. You got the righteous and the wicked people. We're still going to keep going back to that. Okay? Now, go back.
So it's not a color.
I told you it wasn't about color. It's about...
I mean, you can't say that it ain't about color because you got all these illustrations.
And the physical
so
is about color.
Is really an important thing.
It is because our people was in tune and grew up in the midst of sin about color, and it's always been a black and white thing. So to relate to our people, we uses it to get their attention, only to show them the truth of it all.
So
that it goes off a bloodline. Because it's some Caucasian looking people, but Israel, because their father is an Israelite. But their children sometimes come out looking just like all white Caucasian. But that's really Israelite, right? Because when we mix it, the babies come out all different colors. Most of the time, some of the times, when we have, okay, if I sleep with a Caucasian, most of the time our baby come out light skinned. But sometimes it come out dark skinned.
Right.
And sometimes it come out looking white.
That's true.
Okay, so that's why we don't go off of skin tone. You see what I'm saying? It's all about the bloodline. That's why most of, hey, Shalom, King. Shalom. Good seeing you, brother. All praise to the Most High. All right, so that's why we go off of the house of our fathers, the bloodline. So we don't just, you know what I'm saying? We can kind of see through the spirit and assume people, but we still ask them, what is your father? Race. What is your father? Ethnicity. Right? And when they tell us, then we go to the Bible. That's why you said how. We proved that earlier. We went to Numbers. It goes off of the house of your father. It don't go off of DNA. The wicked people gave us DNA, and at the same time, they put themselves to DNA. Still got us believing that these people are God. Why? Because the DNA would match them. That's why they came up with it, to deceive us. All of this is to keep us from finding out who we are. Give me that in the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 26. Now check this out. Check this out. Oh, okay, let's not hop off of here. Okay, go back, give me Genesis. Give me Genesis 17, 18. This is where it's coming from. We going back to the root. We're going back to the root.
Because I'm trying to really understand this
Okay.
stone and this wood, because that's a major part of it.
Oh yeah, because the Arab, that's the
Because
wood,
people
the
brought us
stone.
to the stone and
The
brought
stone
us to
is
this
the
wood.
Arab religion.
Absolutely.
They had us in slavery in the sub-Sahara slave trade.
Before anybody.
No, China and Japan. China and the Japanese had us in slavery in the sixth, what was it, the 6th dynasty?
They was the first?
No, they wasn't the first. The Egyptians was the first. And then the Babylonians. And then the Syrians. Hold on. And after the Syrians, the Persian and Medes, which is the Arabs. And after the Arabs, it was the Grecians. And after we was enslaved by the Grecians, we went into the Romans. And after the Roman captivity, we came over here.
But all the names that you're saying is actually races of people. Because you know they say that we had ourselves in bondage.
Right.
We
And
enslaved our own.
And did that make sense? Only for you to come up here and find out that the Africans had the children of Israel in slavery. Can we read that? Out of our father's book of records?
Whoa.
Ah.
Because you gotta shine light on that. That's different. That's different because that is true though.
Right. So black.
So
they
it
told
always
us.
been separated.
That's the deception they want us to believe,
Wow.
that black people sold black people. No, we're not the same. That's why we read that. It's a God put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Right.
The Egyptians had the Israelites in slavery. Give me that in the book of
The
Joel,
only
chapter
reason why I'm
3:19.
asking you this is because this is a major argument with reparations. Hence the reason why they made the movie Woman King.
Man, that's all.
Like there's science behind that.
Everything that they make
Right.
is a lie to keep us in deception.
No, in fact,
That's
but that's
all it
what I'm
is.
saying. If we can't see it,
But that's why what we read from the beginning. The truth shall make you free. Not just you, but all 12 tribes. The truth make us all free. Why? Because we're still in captivity and bondage in our mind. How is we in captivity with our mind? Because we believe what man say and not what our God say.
so who's representing God?
What you mean we represent him? Give me the book of John chapter.
Yeah,
take me to
say
another
it.
cop.
Say it. Who representing
All right.
God?
Hold that. We're going to come back to it. Whatever.
Who representing God?
Yeah, John 1:18.
This is a lot. It's a lot of demonic representation out here.
Now, you got it.
It's a lot of people screaming all these secret societies and all that.
That's all devil worshippers. Them the wicked.
No, fact.
The wicked people,
I'm
they're
trying to
allowed to
understand.
do wicked.
Who's speaking for God? Because at the end of the day, right? You know they trying to stop them from teaching what went on in the 50s and the 60s. They about to make that a law where you can't even learn about the Indians, Martin Luther King, and all that. But I
Right.
say all that to
Right.
say this, because it's getting to a point.
Okay.
You see our people, that community, the alphabet community, like they controlling everything. So what I'm saying is this: it's going to get to a point where we need to find out who God is.
Guess what? We're gonna look.
So who's speaking for God? Who's speaking for God?
Hold on. Our God is going to reveal Himself unto us when He delivers us out of this place. But that's another topic.
Right,
We're
now,
gonna touch on
I'm
it.
asking you who's speaking for God right now. That's all I'm asking.
Read it right now.
All right, let me get
Go
it.
ahead and read.
It's book of John, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
No man has seen God at any time.
What the Bible say?
No man has seen God at any time.
Give me the book of Daniel. One more time.